The only time that we actually experience is now. And the right now is the only time that really matters. This very moment. If we can feel good right now, we can deal with anything that faces us. So how can we feel good right now? It all starts with positive thinking. Being at peace, aware, and grateful right now is the key to being happy and finding more fulfillment in your life. Eckhart Tolle authored a brilliant book on this message entitled The Power of Now. Our emotions can dictate how we act, how we feel, and how we interact with the world around us. We tend to let our emotions run the show, unchecked and without boundaries. And most of us believe that our emotions control our thoughts. A friend once told me that we can't control what's in our mind, thoughts just enter our brain because of our emotions. We can't keep a thought from coming. But that's incorrect. It's actually the opposite of how our thoughts and emotions work. We can control our thoughts. What most of us miss is that our emotions are direct responses to what we think about. Emotion follows thought. Again, emotions follow thought. A key to controlling how we feel right now is to control our emotions. We control our emotions by controlling what we're thinking about. Making conscious mental investments in the direction and substance of our thoughts is the secret to feeling good. How can we control our thoughts? It's easy to say, think positive, but it can be a difficult thing to do. Let's look at some steps we can take to make the process easier. The first thing is to recognize the negative thought as it's happening. Don't let your conscious mind operate on autopilot. The subconscious mind already operates that way. We have to keep control of the conscious mind, and it will establish the direction for the subconscious mind to follow. The subconscious mind is amazingly powerful and a genius at aligning your life with your dominant thoughts. So we have to recognize and stay aware of what thoughts are dominating our mental space and how they're making us feel. As you recognize that a negative thought is happening, take a moment and allow yourself a safe landing spot. Don't scold yourself for having the thought. Acknowledge it. Recognize that it's not helpful and let the thought go. Let it pass. Let it fade away into nothingness. This only takes seconds to do. It's not a long, stressful, brow-wrinkling process. You can let it pass in an instant. Step back and realize that the negative thought is not something that's serving you in a positive way, and it's not who you really choose to be. It's just a thought that you were experiencing, and you have no intention to experience it as a physical outcome. So with that, let's replace the negative thought, straight away, with a positive one. When you realize you're thinking a negative thought, every time you realize this, replace it with a positive one. Repeat your new positive thought over and over to yourself. You can do it out loud whenever you get a chance. Write it down immediately if you can. This step is so simple that it might sound corny to you. But with faith and a smile, make the move. Make your next thought point a positive direction and let it settle. You don't want to spend a lot of time ruminating over a bad thought. Harping on it can lead to more negative thoughts trying to validate it as truth. It becomes a chain of negativity that you end up wearing like ugly jewelry. What you want to do is dive into the new positive idea and accept it with all the faithful intention you can muster in the moment. Again, write it down immediately. Note it in your phone. Recite it multiple times in your head. And allow yourself to feel yourself believing and living the positive thought and the good feelings that are connected with it. If you're ready to start facing your unhelpful thoughts, try this 2-column exercise. In one column, write down the negative thoughts that are occurring. In the other column, write down a more positive thought that you can replace it with. That second column should feel a whole lot better than the first one. Once you've absorbed what's on the page, draw a line through column 1. Be aggressive about it and feel great about crossing out the negative. You are the creator. The most powerful phrase in existence is, I am. And what do we hear as we speak with one another through the day? I'm broke. I'm pissed. I'm sad. I'm so stupid. All of those are negative statements. Then comes the comment, I'm just being realistic. In our minds, our job is to be what we want to be. To be the best version of ourselves that we can imagine. To feel good about who we are and what we can imagine being. Being realistic or not is irrelevant. The mindset is what gets you there. A faithful, persistently positive mindset is the foundation to changing the outward circumstances that are around us. Be completely aware and deliberate about what words you use following I am. It should never be something negative. I am should always be followed by something positive that leads you to a positive feeling moment. I am is magical, so be mindful about what you put behind it. Use the phrase with intention and balance. At first, finding a balance between the negative and the positive is important. Before too long, the teeter-totter of thought will lean to the positive side much more often than not. And you will find yourself consciously creating the life that you want to lead. Notice that phrase, the life you want to lead. Not follow. You want to lead your life into the experiences you choose. You can and will be the best version of yourself that you can imagine if you choose to do it. Your path to manifesting the love, abundance, the happiness, inner peace, and anything you want for your life, begins with the elimination of negative, pessimistic, fear-based thinking. It's time to uplift the focus of your mental and emotional vibration. It may take a little time to develop the discipline to stay mindful when it comes to monitoring your thinking and redirecting a mind that has been allowed to lead you without deliberate direction and intention. Spend time over the next few days paying attention to your thoughts. Be mindful about where they're taking you emotionally. Write them down and lean into the positives. In the next video, we'll discuss how our thoughts work with our emotions and what the combination of the two leads to. Until then, remind your mind. Inspire your circle. Share this video with friends and loved ones and remind them to think in positive directions today. And please subscribe to the channel.